Things are changing, the way we work is changing, so does what it means to be a software developer. Namaste everyone, a very warm welcome to my channel and to this video where we are going to talk about what it means to be a future ready software developer. So when we talk about being a software developer, what comes to our mind? Programming, right? We think that we need to learn programming and we should be very good in programming to be a software developer today and also in the future. But I'm here to tell you that programming alone is not sufficient. It is not sufficient to make you a future ready software developer. So hang out with me till the end because I truly believe that this video is going to help you a lot in becoming a future ready software developer. So let's go ahead and start. So when we talk about future ready software developer, I just said few minutes back that programming alone will not be sufficient to make you a future ready software developer, but that doesn't mean you should not do programming or you should not learn programming. Programming is a part of software development ecosystem, the ecosystem about which we are going to talk in a moment. Programming is must. You must know programming. You should know the core of the language you are expert in. You should know the depth of the language you are expert in. But before going ahead and becoming an expert in programming language and the libraries and tools provided by that programming language, are you aware of the 80-20 rule of the software development? I do believe that most of you are aware of what is meant by 80-20 rule because it is said that 20% of the things does 80% of the job. But the 80-20 rule is a bit different in software. The 80-20 rule in software is what you are seeing in your screen right now. You are seeing the picture of a detective with 80 and the picture of a person working on a software for 20. What it means? Your guess is right. In software development, 80% of the time you are acting as a detective. A detective which is trying to find bug, find problem in the software, and you are going to spend approximately 20% of the time in writing the code or writing new software. So what does this mean and why I am talking about this? I am talking about this because I am totally disappointed with the ecosystem of creating software developers directly ignoring this aspect. Take the syllabus of any universities around the world. They will teach you many things. They will teach you data structure. They will teach you programming languages. They will teach you databases. But when it comes to how to debug the things, nobody teaches anything about it. And to some extent, it is also true that this is something you will learn with experience. Remember one thing, if you have to write a code or if you have to write a software, whom you are going to call? Whom you are going to call? You are going to call a set of people who know the programming language. But if you are stuck into a problem, whom you are going to call? The person who has the capability of debugging the software, right? Whether or not you have written the code yourself, you must be capable of debugging the software, finding the problem, either fix it or help people in fixing the same. So this is the first thing you must remember as a software developer who want to be future ready. 80% of the time you are gonna end up finding problem working as a detective in your code or maybe in someone else's code. This is your primary job. 20% of the time you are gonna write new code. So this means that your debugging skills, your problem finding skills must be improved if you want to become a future ready software developer. Always remember this point. Now I know many of you will ask this question, how can I learn debugging? Well, I know there are not much resources available on this and I am planning to create one, but till the time that comes, it mostly comes out of experience, okay? So you need to make sure that you do intelligent logging in your code. Make sure that you write things in a way where it is easy to find the problem you are experiencing. So this is the first thing you must remember always if you want to be a future ready software developer. But this is not it. Remember one more thing. It's good to be an expert in one language, one tool, tech, domain, or something like that. But keep your mind open. Keep your mind open to new development in tech industry, new languages coming up, or new tools or frameworks coming up. If they are doing good, keep an open mind to look into the same. Okay. I have heard this multiple times where people expert in one language say that, you know what, your language is slow, I'm not gonna use that. Even if people are using it, I'm gonna do it in my own language, in the language I know. Don't do that. Keep yourself open. It's highly likely that whatever you are saying might be correct, and you may end up doing the things which you are saying right now. But believe me, it doesn't hurt, it doesn't harm to see the things that are changing around us, especially in tech industry. Remember one thing, we cannot stop the change. We cannot stop technology from improving itself. We cannot stop new things, new framework, new languages from coming up and being accepted in the market. We will have to go with the flow, or we will end up with a risk of being obsolete in some time. The choice is very clear. Keep your mind open, keep your mindset open. So this was about programming languages. As I said, programming language or languages is not the only thing which will make you a future ready software developer. There are other things also. So at this moment of time, you are seeing the picture of a cloud and software development box in there. What does this picture represents? The meaning of this picture is that, while software development is part of the overall ecosystem, there are many things along with software developer you must know to be able to being a future ready. Some of the things are, you can talk about hardware, cloud computing, database, libraries, framework and tools. Remember, this is not a comprehensive list, okay, but these are the few things you must know to be able to take an informed decision. Now, let me clarify one thing. When I say that you must know these things, this doesn't mean that you need to be expert in all these things. No, nobody can be expert or remember each and everything about all the things all the time. No human software developer can do that. What I intend to say is that you must be adequately aware of all these things so that you can take an informed decision. Informed decision means what kind of hardware you need, how much memory you need, or if you are deploying your software in the cloud, what kind of functionality cloud provides you need. If you are using a database, what is the appropriate database for the data you want to store, right? If you are not able to take an appropriate decision at that point of time, this adversely impact the quality of your code, quality of your product, as well as public reputation of your company. Remember guys, this is a cat and mouse game between availability of CPU, RAM, and trying to look for an appropriate performance, and this is gonna continue because of the increasing complexity in the code which we are seeing right now. Some experience in working in all these things will help you to take a very informed decision. Most of the time what happens that we take most critical decisions in the beginning without thinking about many other things, and maybe we are not aware about things, and since we took the decision and if that decision is not working properly, we will end up continuing with that particular decision because we have moved too much forward to be able to go back. Okay, and until and unless code starts saying that no, this is it, I cannot work any longer, we will not gonna change that. So a better and informed decision must be taken in the beginning, and your decision are gonna impact your organization business. So it is expected that when a future software developer will be hired, they will be hired not only for their expertise in one particular area. That is required. If you are having an expertise in one particular area, that is good, that's great, but you should also be aware about the ecosystem so that you can take an informed decision. Let me give you an example. If you get into a problem, whom do you approach first? Your star developer or your problem solver? So let me clarify one thing. I am not saying that being a star developer is bad. every organization needs star developers. But what I'm trying to tell over here is that whom do you approach when you encounter a problem? More often than not, you are going to approach a person who is having the reputation of a problem solver rather than a star developer. Because a star developer may also look into the problem and may come up with a statement saying that, okay, the programming language which I know is not causing this problem. This problem is coming from somewhere else and that is beyond my expertise. Okay. And the problem solver job is to find where the problem is and if possible find the root cause and fix or help people in fixing the same. This means that we do need subject matter experts, but a subject matter expert will not directly fit into the 80-20 rule of a software developer. So what I'm trying to say is that yes, we do need subject matter experts, okay, but considering the 80-20 rule of a software developer, a subject matter expert combined with problem solving skills is a deadly combination, and it's gonna be most required combination for a future ready software developer. See, it's good to have expertise in 1, 2, 3, 4 areas, but when something happens, your awareness about ecosystem will equally help you in writing new code as well as solving the problems that your product is encountering at any point of time. So just a recap, to be a future ready software developer, here is what you need to do. You need to understand 80-20 rule, 80% debugging, 20% coding. Do not get stuck with the language you are expert in. Become a part of the ecosystem, get awareness about ecosystem and try to make yourself a combination of a star developer as well as a problem solver. I hope and believe that this video will help you in becoming a future ready software developer. Thank you all. Thanks for listening. We will meet again. Until the next time we meet, good day, goodbye. You take care.